Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching or whichever time you are watching. Welcome to Real Men's Talk, where it is sizzling hot, interactive, and transforming. On today's episode, we are looking at a topic: grooming the young man. Grooming the young man. Most of the time, we focus our attention on training the female child. We take our time to give them so much effort, we give so much attention to make sure that they are grown, well nurtured, disciplined, and cultured. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing on how we can draw parents' attention to grooming their male child. And along with me are my co-hosts who are going to talk about those areas you need to groom the young men. Welcome once again to Women's Talk, where it is sizzling hot, interactive, and transforming. And in the studio with us, we have Mr. Oluwafemi Oluwalere.
Good day, everyone. Happy weekend.
And also with us, we have Dr. Femi Samuel.
Good evening, dear and everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for having you once again. If you're watching the live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. So let's go straight to the discussion of today. Let's start with personal hygiene. It is generally believed that young men they don't usually give attention to their personal hygiene. So how do we train our young men to care for their personal hygiene? Or what are the personal hygiene tips that we need to give to our young ones? I'm going to Mr. Oluwalere.
Thank you, Sister Toyi. There's a lot of personal hygiene that we need to let our male children know about, because they said it is easy to bend a stick when it is fresh. Once it becomes dried up, it becomes difficult bending it without breaking it. So when you start from the beginning at the rightful age, when they are still youthful, as many times as you tell them, as many times as you practicalize it, as many times as you let them know the reason why they need to be neat, why they need to know that cleanliness is next to godliness. Practicalize it. I have a boy in my house, just as I have females. I have only one boy. He has his own separate room. Occasionally, I enter that room. One, when he comes back from school, he just throw his shoe down. At times when he comes back, washing his shirt becomes difficult for him. He would wait till late in the night before washing, but I always frown at it. But at times you will see him when he comes, wherever he sees, he just throw his bags. He throws his shirt, he throws his singlet, he throws his shoes. He knows the time I enter. That's the first thing I will caution him. And I will keep on telling him, supposing you are in the hostel and you begin to drop your things here and there as you are doing, definitely half of it you won't see it when you are going back home. And that don't you think you should be neat in whatever you do? That when you are neat, you will be forced to be respected. So if you leave them at the tender age, they throw it here, you leave them, they throw it there, you leave them, you throw it there, you leave them. then definitely when it form part of them, it becomes pretty difficult to change them. So it's always good to let them know that if the Bible says cleanliness is next to godliness, then it is absolutely necessary and important that you need to be clean. And that most of it, even you discover there are some female too. I don't care to just draw things here and there. But they know anytime you drop something where you are not expected to drop it, I will challenge you, I will caution you, I will talk to you. There are times I'll tell you, are the neatest person this week. I will have an award for him. Maybe if it's a bottle of Coke I buy for them, you see everybody running puru puru when they see me. So it's always good to inculcate it in the minds of your children right from the beginning. Shouldn't be even limited to women. We know women are the ones that will leave home and go to their husbands' homes or matrimonial home. But men, boys also should know that. In the good old days, when you go to hostels, you see the adult attitude of male is always serious. But if you begin to inculcate the habit in them, I think with time they will get used to it. So it's very important to let your maid know that it is good and necessary to maintain cleanliness. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, is it out of place to teach our young men to learn to be organized, how to organize their stuff? Most of the time, boys are usually unkept, like Mr. Luale said.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hafiz. It's not out of place to train someone. When I say train, I use the word intentionally so that training means making you to be accountable, training you to learn how to take care of yourself. Everybody appreciates responsible young man. And those responsible young men that you see, it's not just by accident. Most of them are the making or the molding of someone. Mentor them or tutor them or train them to be who you want them to be. So it's not out of place. In fact, it is necessary that you don't leave a male child to just grow without being tutored. Most people feel that it is women, as you have said, the girls that you should train because so that someone will not report it to her. Even the guys too, the young men, the future father, you need to train them to teach them to take care of themselves. But if you cannot take care of yourself, how will you take care of others? Thank you.
We are not hearing you. We are not
Do we
hearing
teach
you.
our
Okay.
boys? Do we teach our boys how to do house chores and cooking?
Yes, yes, a boy or a male child should be trained how to be self-dependent to some extent. To be a don't know uh, life to present itself or what it presents itself in life. I have seen a case in which some men are even better chefs than women. When men take to the profession of cooking or being a chef, they usually excel in it. So there is nothing wrong to expose your male child to everything going on in the kitchen. He may not practice it in the future. And who knows what will happen in the future. These days now, where in the Western world, men also cook. It's not the duty of someone to just be in the kitchen. You cook this meal, the wife cook the other meal, or who gets home first prepare the meal. So it just so there is the world, things are changing, times are changing, and we don't know where we'll find ourselves. So it's necessary to cook our to train our main child how to handle basic things, basic cooking techniques, so that they will not be a burden or they will not be useless when their female counterpart is not around. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Oluwalere, please can you talk about training our young boys um, dining etiquette, table manners? Is it necessary?
Absolutely necessary. Not even limited
And
to
and when we don't, what are the possible implications in the future?
the implication is they sell themselves negatively outside. When people see them, maybe these ones are not even brought up in their homes. It negatively impacts or come back to the parents. So it's always good to teach them table manner. You don't know where you will end up being tomorrow. You may be thinking you will be limited to your shore of Nigeria. Your destiny might take you outside Nigeria. So it's always good to start early, practicalize it, practice it. I am a big man tomorrow. And that big man tomorrow starts today. Don't wait till it is late. Teach them, let them know from the beginning. And you know, it's always very good. Little children absorb things easily. And when they absorb it, it sticks to their brain permanently. So it's absolutely necessary to teach them etiquette from the beginning. You eat, you take bread, you take tea. When you finish, turn the teacup upside down when you no longer need. So little things like that. You discover that when you start with them early, if anybody comes to your house and you give them food and they do contrary, you see those little children cautioning them, daddy, uncle, do this, do that. So it's always good to start teaching them from the beginning so that when they go out, they won't look odd to others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, from observation, I observed that different men treat their female counterpart differently. So, which I strongly believe that is from their upbringing. So, what is your take on how young men should be trained to teach or treat female regardless of who the female is?
The training of how of the perception of a young male about a female starts from his dad and his mom. How do they behave at home? If a young if a child sees that the father is always beating the mom, he may not have respect for females, he may start beating the other females. Also, if he notice that the father helps in the kitchen, if he start helping in the kitchen, only as if it is your problem, you can do it. If it is if child learns so fast, how do you treat your wife? That will determine on how the male child is treat their female child, also treat other female outside. So those that training, most of those they are not even formal, they are passive training. You observe what you do, you observe the way you react, the way you interact, and that it stays in their mind. Just imagine a child saying that no, cooking, a male child saying cooking is not it's not for the male. A man should enter the kitchen also. And orientation that female, oh, you must just cook. You are born to cook. Whereas me, I'm just born just to cook. Or in a condition in which the man doesn't take care of the house, doesn't drop any money so far, go and meet your mommy or so. The man is not responsible. So the way you relate at home, they make the child feel that no, this is what should be your work. A child will actually tell you that, mommy, men don't cook. So you have to have correct that male child saying no, you must learn how to cook. Not because you want to cooking for someone, but in case you need to learn how to cook. In case you need to your wife is not around, you take care of the kids. Nobody will be stranded. You'll be prepared to handle that situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Oluwalere. The accountant in the house. How should we train our young men on money management?
Money management. We know today, we don't know tomorrow. So if you are extravagant today, God forbid bad thing, and the money is not there tomorrow, it becomes difficult for you to manage your life. So it's always good to let your children know from the beginning that money is important. Money has wings. If you don't know how to manage it and it flies away, your situation becomes worse. So from the beginning, they should be taught on how to manage money. They should be taught of financial management. They should be taught of how not to be wasteful. There's nothing bad in having money. There's nothing bad in buying things. But you be judicious in the use of your money. Things that are not necessary, don't buy it. Things that you know you don't need to buy it. Things that you know will not really create any positive impact in your life, you don't need to invest in it. So let them know from the beginning. If it is 1,000 they have, teach them that this 1,000, okay, maybe somebody who is, at least if you are a Christian, then when you have an income of 1,000, there is need for you to pay 10% for tithe, remaining 900. The 900 you have, you should not just squander the 900. Know how to save. Maybe out of the 900, you have a certain percentage that you must keep aside for unforeseen contingencies. Save for the raining day. When you see ants during the rainy season, what do you see ants doing? They are
Storm.
busy storing. They are busy storing. When it comes to the other season, when it becomes pretty difficult for them to go out, they fall back on those things. Let them know there's a certain age you get to in life that your productivity will reduce. When you still have the fresh flow, there are things you can do easily. There is a level you will get to that your productivity reduces. There's also a level you will get to. You won't be able to do anything. So if you don't save for the raining day, it becomes difficult for you. Let me give you a typical example. There are some places in Lagos. Let me use Lagos as a typical example because we are in Lagos. There are many places in Lagos that you see all the old parents, they have houses. No matter the meager resources they have, they save, they build houses. But you see, in those places now, is people that are taking over, people that are not from that tribe, taking over, buying houses that people cannot maintain. Why? Because those boys, those little ones, didn't save for the raining day. They squander whatever resources they have, and when their parents are no more, maintaining those things become pretty difficult for them. So what they do is they sell them off. If you go to Shomolu, many houses are sold off. Go to St. Finbar's, many houses are sold out. If you go to Alapere, go to Keja, go to many places, there are other people that are taking over those houses. Go to the Korodu Road in Onipan and other places. There are some houses that are dilapidated simply because those who built them are no more. And the children, because they didn't save for the raining day, they were not prudent, they were not wise. It becomes difficult for them to come maintain it. At the end of the day, the whole house crumble. At the end of the day, it's somebody else that will take it over. Apology if I mention name, but I need to mention name what they say. Look at Bobby Benson. He was so productive when he was alive. See the gigantic place he built. But eventually the children couldn't maintain it. The children were not thinking of tomorrow. And when the parents died, it becomes problem for them, fighting among themselves. and eventually they couldn't maintain the building. Eventually, they couldn't agree, and today the government took over the place. You know how much they would have sold that place if they are responsible, or if they have maintained that place. You know how much they would have been getting in returns as a result of maintaining it. But unfortunately, maybe they were not taught of prudent, of being prudent, or maybe they just decide to be tagged alike Beko and see what's happening today. So, but when you teach your children, when you teach them how to be prudent, when they grow up, you see what they will become. Ganifa Wemi is a living example. Look at the children. You can't see any of them being wayward. Ganifa Wemi has more than one wife, but see them today because they follow laid down experience. They were judicious, they were prudent, and the parents brought them up in a proper way, and they are enjoying it today. Yoruba will say, "Ọmọ tá a kọ́ ló máa gbé létà bí àwọn tó ṣe sọ, òun ló máa di akólétà also." So it's always good to be prudent. I think I've answered your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ọmọ tí a ò kọ́ ló máa gbé létí akọ́tà.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, we used to sing this song back in primary school. Wherever you go, whatever you do not say yes when you mean to say no. Where is the place of teaching? No, it is not. It doesn't depend on the kind of school you're going. It depends on when you went to school. When you went to school. Because I'm very sure my time, every primary school child sang that song. So, where is a place of teaching young men to maintain a life built on integrity?
It is unfortunate that these days the end justify the means. Nobody care about the processes of getting to where you are going. I was reading something today that we have to set up the ruling weekend and the waiting weekend. Nobody consider integrity a theory, not in this part of the world. In fact, they believe the end justify the means. For example, I employed the capacity of someone to help me do a job and inflated the price by almost like 2,500. I got to know because I know that he has the capacity to do that. When I challenge him what he can say on this kind of job, if someone gives you to buy a car from me, a car, what you don't know is that if you are doing an honest job and people trust you, first you want to do for integrity. If you could do that, people will come to you not because you are the best, and not because people trust you, they can commit so much into your life. But we are far from that in this part of the world. Everybody just wants to get rich quick syndrome with what is involved. Just get it, wants to be born today and start doing Range Rover sports. And see someone on Range Rover sports because someone said that when you get to society, look at what the value. If you want to know the value system that in this locality, who are the people that are the helm of affairs? Who do they praise? Who do we praise in our society? It's so funny that if I am in position today and I didn't steal any money, my friends will be insulting me that this one cannot be rich. Your family will not like you tell you that you ruin their chances. Even in your church, they will see you as a wicked person. But if you do otherwise, demand so much wealth to yourself. In your church, you can be an elder. In your street, you'll be chairman of land association. In your hometown, you'll be a Jehovah. So what and everybody will be ruling you. So the issue of integrity in our system is far, far, far gone. Nobody cares about how you get your money. Nobody cares about it. In fact, people will steal your money, and the next thing that they are contesting in that same locality for political office, and they will win because they have money. So integrity is what is not popular. But the truth remains that we still need integrity because people will still value integrity. If you do a good job, just get it right. It will not be now. Someone somewhere will recognize the good job you are doing. Someone somewhere will appreciate the integrity you've showcased, and someone somewhere will recommend you. Even in the greatest of the greatest job like the police, if you have integrity, they know the face to give to you. They know the face they won't put on your table. When they want to hear the truth, they want to hear the truth, they want to be every step, you know it's a song. So integrity is still very much useful to that people, despite the fact that they are in this society. Let me paint a picture about the major activity. How did he get the position? Someone narrated the story to me. He was to travel abroad for a treatment and she was shocked. When she got there, the money wasn't spent. She got back to Nigeria and refunded the money. And someone noticed that. So when they were nominating somebody, someone mentioned it for Obasanjo, and that was all. Actually, if that money was spent by him, also by her, and she didn't, nobody will know. Even people that know, what would they say? It's one of those things. It's normal in our system. But if you do, sometimes it's good to be odd, to be excellently odd, so that people will know that with what you are doing, there is someone somewhere you can trust. Recently, a boy in Uniden was awarded, I think, up to 6 or so. What did he do? He picked up a first song and he responded, and the money in that post was more than what to pay his school fees. And this same boy is still owing the school fees. So when they got to him that the boy was still owing school fees, the dean of care had to write off all the bills because we still have good people. And we shouldn't look at our leaders alone. Let's try to do something good in this society. Let's see your own impact, let them see my own impact, and in a short while, we may change our name in the international community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Oluwalere, can we talk about teaching young men about simple courtesy?
Very, very important. Yeah. Simple courtesy brings out who you are, which home you come from. Simple etiquette, let them know. Courtesy. You are bound to respect people. So that simple courtesy is absolutely important. That you let people know. When anyone gives you something, however little it may be, thank you should come out from your mouth. Thank you. Those are simple, simple things that children need to know. It's not a question of so you just see somebody give you something, you just collect it and you move away. Mm-mm. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Or you get to a place where another is, you just pass. You can say good morning or afternoon or evening. Or you want to address somebody, children are used to it. This morning when we are going out, myself and my wife, we carry a lady that was to attend the fellowship meeting with us. And we were discussing the thing, guys. And my wife quickly corrected her. Now, why is it that you children of nowadays regard people guys? And we quickly told her in the car that, do you know If you have gone for an interview and I am in that panel, and you see guys, you mention guys to me, I bet you won't get that job. I told, and thank God she realized, and she said, "I'm sorry." And we told her that all those little things matters. Simple courtesy. You don't regard anybody that's older than you in age. You don't regard him or her as guys. What's the meaning of guys? That is an indirect way of disrespecting people. So simple courtesy is very important. There are some places you go to, they look at those things. When interview, you see some people in the panel, they stand their ground that were mistake so person. They said, I used to know is it an adage or I don't know what we call it. In the good old days, say from little things that greatest often grow. From little things that greatest often grow. So things that you regard as little. Tomorrow when it becomes useful to you, you go to some places, they prefer someone to the other. What do you think? Do you think maybe the person use Awure or whatever? No. It's all those little things. So those little things matter. Simple courtesy. I say it anywhere I walk when I am no longer there. If I'm going, they will regret my leaving. And anytime I go there, it will still look as if I am still there because I don't look down on anybody. Even if it's a cleaner, I don't. I always refer to it. I don't know whether I've referred to it in this platform. When I was still in the bank, when I was still in the banking industry, one of my friends was looking for a job everywhere. He couldn't get a job. And eventually he called me one day that he has gotten a job. I said, where? He said, Gateway Bank. I'll mention it. I said, who helped you? Do you know it was a cleaner that helped him? He got that job not up to 2-3 weeks. This banking crisis started. And they were looking for how to downsize. And the first thing they did was anybody who has spent less than a year, that the first casualty to go. Then next, anybody who has more than 2 or 3 queries in his file, they are the next to go. On and on and on like that. Of course, my friend was in the first list of those to go. Yes, he was given a retrenchment letter. He went away. The following week, he was reinstated. I said, how did he do it? He said the cleaner went back and brought him back. A cleaner in that bank. A cleaner. If he had looked down on that person, maybe he has made a cleaner somewhere and he has looked down on her, and now it's the time for this, it will pay him back. That, my friend, was in that bank for years till he got a better offer in another bank. That was when he resigned. So do not look down on anybody, irrespective of who that person may be. Thank God in my house, we maintain an open door policy. Anybody, either Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo. You know me very well, so I don't need to tell you. In my house, particularly on Saturday, if you come, in fact, you see, of course, you know we do children Bible club in my house. At times there are over 100. Where you see me talking is the hall we built for them that they use. Anytime we are time for this program, you see me running in here. Occasionally you will see where Goliath and David. Maybe you see the background depending on where I'm turning to. So what I'm saying is, all those little things, teach your children that wherever they go, they should learn how to behave in a decent society. They should learn how to respect others. They should learn all those simple courtesy. Thank you. Good morning. Good night, sir. Have it, sir. Please, ma. And when you enter a place where you see another standing up, get up for him or her. Let your friends tell you whatever they like, but just do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Uh, Dr. Samuel, I have seen different postures in young adults, especially in this day that there are different walking styles. Do we need to train them on good posture?
Yes. When people talk about presentation, it has to do with the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you speak, you breathe, and you interact. And the way you do all these things depends determine how people respond to you. Some people just see you walk, they almost made up their mind about you, who you are. Some the way you talk, some the way you dress up. So your presentation matters. You be addressed the way you dress. So the way you talk to people you are going, it says a lot of things about you, talking about who you are. So if you are a young man, you are serving. Okay, let me take this picture for you. How will you feel you come to the hospital, you see a doctor like about attending to you, serving. You start wondering, is this doctor serious at all? So it create that impression. So you know that young people they feel that they have this they want to be like one superstar or someone is next somewhere. You just I mean there are people they worship in their mind, want to look like them. But when all chips are down, you still need good presentation, good dressing, talking, sitting, walking, for people to form the right impression about you. So in a nutshell, your walking, your talking, your dressing, your behavior generally determine what people feel about you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Oluwalere, still on that topic, the subjects of good presentation for young men. Let's look at dressing and being presentable. In the 21st century, sagging is a in thing. So, how do we train our young men to always dress appropriately?
Thank you. Uh, One major thing, you will be addressed the way you dress. Even we know there are some people. There is one film I can't remember the title now, where a lady banker, someone just walking, a white man just walking, he want to cash money. He didn't even look at ID cards. This, and because of the way he put on suit, everything, and she paid.
Mhm.
He paid the man, and the man went away. And okay, and he say, no, I remember the title just now. I forgot, but I will still remember. Then another person walked in. You know the way these boys do their head, like what do they call it now? The head was as if it's unkept. And when the guy came in, he want to lodge in some checks, and she gave it to the woman, and the woman said he's not satisfied. He should bring his ID card. He brought out his ID card. He still was not satisfied. He called somebody to come and check the ID card, and the person said, "Is okay." He still insisted. And do you know the guy was the MD of the company that the first white man who came into cash is? The guy is the MD. And the first person that came was on suit. And he treated me specially. And when the owner, the MD, and the MD was even their best customer, but the lady doesn't know. The guy came that he has first class from so prestigious school in America. The guy was still not satisfied. The lady was still not satisfied. He called the security to come and walk him out. The security, when he got there, he was still saying, but why not? And he still insisted. When that person brought some check out, he said, where did you get this money? Do you know what happened thereafter? Do you know what happened thereafter? The MD of the bank walks in. Immediately he walks in, he saw the man. Ah, Mr. So. He embraced him. How are you? And the guy now told the MD what happened. And the MD now told the lady, this is our best customer. This is. Do you know what happened thereafter? They sacked the lady. And he took the guy to his office and started apologizing, begging and begging. What does that one tell you? He addressed him the way he dressed. Do you get that logic? It's just look at him because he said you didn't judge something by his color or something like you didn't judge the book by its color. I think that was the title. Each time I will see in my Facebook, I will watch it. I say, wow. In fact, I kept it in the file. I've been looking for that file since. And I know it's still there in one of the WhatsApp platform. So what is this one telling us? You should teach people costly. They should, the way they dress. If I see any of my child that sag, I will slap him. I'm sorry to say. In fact, they are not trying. It's war when you went to barb his hair. We will fight and fight and fight for where I won't agree. Look at what happened in, was it in Narepo? I can't remember. A guy was in a car, they were going, a Unibank student. Police saw him because of his, what do they call this hairstyle now? And they shot him. And unfortunately, he's an innocent person. But they just look at him. Today, if you see anybody driving and they leave their hair unkept, police, the first interpretation they will give to that person is an irresponsible person. That's the way police will look at it. Look at that life that was wasted. So people should learn how to dress well. We know you don't use that to address, but at least it goes a long way. Put on good clothes. Put on good clothes. If my children are in universities, I will pay them on schedule visits. If I catch you, you put on anything. If you are not careful, I can even remove it from your body where you are standing. I'm sorry to say. People might regard me as a village boy. Well, I will accept it. Dress well. I was one day when Oshodi was still Oshodi, I was passing. A lady, maybe a prostitute, dressed half naked. If you see the way those guys, little guys that were selling, all those boys that were selling, if you see the way they were backing like dog, in fact, the lady was so embarrassed. After all, many ladies have passed there, they didn't back. But because they look at her as irresponsible the way she dressed. So I think it's a big learning thing that we should let our children know about. Especially in this changing world. If police stops you and see you, the first impression they will have with you is you are a Yahoo boy. Look at the story I've just given you. An MD of a company. An employee under him came and they addressed him very well because the way he put on clothes, the way he had dressed. And the MD came, simple dress, the head as all kept because he's adopting his style. And truly he was an MD. Truly he was from a prestigious school, had the first class. But look at the way that lady treated him. So I think we should learn to teach our children courses and how to dress. I used to have a friend that lives in this my community. He's dead now. But the wife and the children are here. In fact, the children normally attend the Bible club. When he was still alive, at the time when the borehole got spoiled, he was coming to fetch water in my house. He will come with his wife, who will be playing as they are fetching water. Do you know what he said? He said his greatest regret was he did a tattoo on his hand, on his shoulder here. Now he can't remove it. It is permanently there. And when I look at it, I will laugh. He couldn't hide the word. He said, my greatest regret was this tattoo. You can imagine that. Till he died, that tattoo was there. And anywhere he goes, if he wear any cloth that doesn't cover it, when they see him, yahoo, yahoo. That's the way they were addressing.
Why? He was a pastor.
No, he wasn't a pastor, but he was a responsible person. But maybe when he was still keeping bad gang, that was when he did the tattoo. But unfortunately, he can't remove it. So we should learn to, at least we should teach our children to let them say you are primitive, be remain primitive, than doing those things that will make you to suffer the repercussion tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Pastor Samuel, let's talk about selfless attitude for young men.
Selfless attitude for young men. The essence of living. We shouldn't live only for ourselves. The essence of living is to contribute to humanity. This should be made clear to everybody that contributing to humanity is the essence to which we are here. Not living for yourself, but also living for others. So selfless attitude should be inculcated in our children, in the guys, that you need to also sacrifice for yourself, for others. That's what makes the world. And I try to tell people something. Kindness is like a baking. The moment you receive it, you must hand it over to someone else. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Lualeri, what about complimenting other people? Complimenting people. Is it part of the things we should train our young men on?
Yeah, it is. You should learn to compliment people. When you see somebody who has done something good, compliment him. Thank you. Ah, that's a good one. Keep it up. You encourage them more to do better things. Compliment them, however little it may be. Compliment them and say thank you. God bless you. That's good. Good boy. Good girl. Keep it up. Compliment them. You see them wanting to improve on that. If I do it well, my daddy would appreciate it, would encourage me. And you see them, it spurs them into action in doing more. My only boy, one of his exams when he passed away, the performance was so good. I said, wow, you are more serious now. And that day I just say, oh yeah, tell me what you want. And I bought it for him. And when others are complaining, I said, I bought it for them, but I increased his own. I said, good of you. And I noticed since then he want to improve on that. So that maybe my daddy will give me something better than the one he has given me before. Compliment them. But when a child does something wrong and you crucify him, you have killed his morale. You've killed his morale. But when you encourage, thank you, good boy, keep it up. You can do better. You will see them. And let's try to improve on the initial one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, let's talk about good posture, good disposition. What's a place of good disposition for young men? Can you hear me?
Hear you.
Dr. Samuel? Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear?
Yes, good disposition. Some people, their
Good
disposition
disposition.
can be this can it doesn't attract people the way they relate with people and all that.
Well, people have different temperaments, and no matter what your temperament is, you should also know that you need to get people acceptance. Acceptability is necessary. So you need to have this disposition acceptable at work to make yourself acceptable in school to people. It's not everybody could be lively. Not everybody could just be warm towards others, but it's what you learn. Learning it out, it makes people around you to feel relaxed with you, to be able to not only relax, at least know that they are relaxed, they are safe with you. So good disposition is actually very important if one to have it. It helps. It open a lot of doors, a lot of ways. People get easy with you, they don't get agitated when they are with
Thank you, sir. Mr. Lualewe, please, can you talk about greeting? Sometimes when you see some young people, when they want to shake hands, they will just shake at the tip of the finger. That thing is irritating. And a lot of them, they don't know it's wrong. Sometimes I call some of them and they say, oh, I don't know there's anything wrong with that. Imagine a young boy wants to greet an elderly person, they will now shake you with the tip of their fingers. Please, can you talk about that? Greeting.
I'm sorry, I don't know whether you are still seeing me. I don't know what I touch. But even then I'm hearing you. Maybe after this I'll
We
try to
can,
go out again. My hand
we are
mistakenly
blank,
touched something. Uh-huh. My hand mistakenly touched something. I've been battling with it. I don't know. But I will go off and
but we can
come in.
hear you.
But since you are hearing me, let me just say it. The first impression I have, if somebody who is my junior in age just come to me and they want to greet me and he just with a tiny hand or whatever, my impression is he's not cultured, it's not taught at home, doesn't have home training. That's the first thing that's the first impression I will have for him anyway. I'm sorry. So it's always good for children to have good home training. Any child that does it to me, if he's coming for any help from me, that might deny him of it because of that. If I want to be fair with him, I just tell him the next time you do what you are doing, you'll be denied yourself of this thing. It's lack of home training for whoever does that. You can do it to your junior ones or your colleagues or your mates, but not to someone who's your elder. It's an indirect way of telling people that that person lacks home training. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Samuel, let's talk about handling criticism. Some people cannot be corrected. Handling criticism. Dr. Samuel, there's a noise from your background, crash, like scratching background noise from your background. Can you look into that,
Sister
please?
Tony, can you please log me out so that I come in? I'm still having my background voice.
Okay,
Hello?
you're back now. You're
I'm not
back,
back.
Mr. Lualewe. You
Log
can
me
just
out.
press on your camera.
Mm-hmm.
Press on your camera. I think you're back.
I've not seen it.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on it.
Okay, Dr. Samuel, can you continue, please? Handling criticism.
there's so many beliefs with people that one thing or the other, one time or the other, you will not be criticized. Or get criticized sometimes, and the guy is that. are criticizing it, I try to look beyond the criticism to look into what you are talking about. What lifestyle is it? What can I do?
Sonia,
What can I
log
learn
me out. Log
from
me
this?
out. Log me out.
You are never,
So I'll come in now.
if you are never criticized, you don't really so you have to be criticized for you to now see to see life, to see your mistake. We all make mistakes. We are not born to be perfect. And we have our flaws. So the one that we learn how to accept it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Lualeri, I think you're back now, right?
I'm trying to.
Okay, you're back. Let's
Okay.
talk about keeping appointments. Keeping appointments.
I'm still not back. Oh, keep an appointment. Okay. What about that?
Yes. It's off. Dr. Samuel, can you address that for us? Why is away?
So, yes, yes. Keeping appointments. Punctuality is sort of business. While trying to pay someone, those are one of the things people understand. Time. You must know how to keep the time. There are so many things that we need to train our young men about. Keeping the time, paying back debt. When you I mean, your life, you build your integrity because you can't get it without it. You live with people. And it tells a lot about who you are and how people like there's how people relate. When people know that you are you be there they respect you for that. I have a boss that our clinical meeting starts by 8. By 8, 5 minutes to 8 is already seated. So you can't now say you want to come after 8 or 8:01. You will not be comfortable. There's no need for that. So the moment you come, you know that you're going to come that you are so sure that by 8, 5 minutes to 8, he's there seated. Looking at. By the time you enter 8, you already apologize, sorry for coming in. You didn't really why you should be late. So you should let people build a life in which people will do for something. They will respect you for something. That you could be your straight man. It could be you will be a standard when it comes to that you know this is what you do. And this is your principle, you won't get them. I think those are good things to look into.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Oluwalere, finally on today's topic, can you just tell us about being open-minded for young men, respect for other people's opinion, culture, religion, and so?
Well, it's always good to be open-minded. Always good. It's always good to respect other people's religion. As you see me in the office, at times you see people calling me when they want to go to mosque. And I'll just laugh, I'll just smile. Why? Because we are bonded. So you hardly know whether I'm a Christian or Muslim. I mix. You know, there was a time LASU was to have something to do. And one of my friends do work there. Then he was a registrar at that time. I was a Muslim. The Nigerian student lawyers in LASU, you had to do a program. Nigerian Muslim lawyers, okay. Do you know he directed them to me? They needed money and they brought a paper. And the minute they got to me, the office, well, I collected it. The little amount I gave them, and I took them one on one to meet some of my Muslim friends. You know, they were so shocked. It was thereafter when they were going, they discovered I wasn't even a Muslim. But because of the
Don't
rapport I had
discriminate.
with my friends, because the rapport I had with my friends, he directed them to come and meet me. And we raised substantial sum for them that day. And when they were going, I even gave them transport money. And they left. And I had them say, wow, this man is not even a Muslim. And how come God directed us to him? And see the way he did, see the way he carried us to. And one of the Alaja that was so close to me that I went to meet, he was saying, now, wow, that is how life is supposed to be. If you want people to respect you, you too must respect them. In my community, you see some Muslims couple, they fight. It's my house, they will come and settle. There are some plantains that in my yard here. When they are grown up and you cut them, you hardly eat it alone. You must, as you cut, you give some. There are some people I have to go and give to, and you discover some of them when they do the same thing, even if it is one or two, they bring it to my house. That's how life's supposed to be. God will help us. So try to be open-minded, respect others as you ask them to respect you. When you do it, people who doesn't want to respect you will be forced to respect you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
I don't know.
Don't
My instruction is
discriminate.
echoing. I don't know. I say you should
You're
help me
sounding
adjust.
well,
It's
sir.
echoing.
You're standing well.
But
So
as
we
I'm
have
talking, it's
done so
echoing.
well today, and we are going to close on these notes. And we want our co-hosts to give their final notes on the subject matter. So we are starting from Dr. Samuel on the subject matter. What is your final note to our viewers today? You're sounding far away.
I'm not even hearing.
We can't hear you, Dr. Sam. You're sounding far away. You're sounding far away.
Okay. I am I audible enough now?
Very, very
Loud
audible.
and clear.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I noticed something about the young people that young people have this attitude of feeling that they are grown, they need to disrespect others. I want to say that respecting people that are older than you, you have nothing to do, but you have a lot of things to gain. When you respect people, both younger and older than you, some people will go out of their way to make life comfortable for you. And you should know that because you are still have a long years ahead of you, you need to climb on the shoulder of giants for you to see far. And no giant will allow you to climb on his shoulder unless you pay obeisance to them. So learn to respect people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You need to climb on the shoulders of giants. Mr. Oluwalede, your final notes.
Thank you. When you listen to this night, one of his music, one of his tracks, he said, respect is reciprocal. Ori ojori. It carries a lot of meaning. One of the meanings is that if you want people to respect you, you must respect them. irrespective of your age. If you want to live long, you want to live a peaceful life, you want to live a successful life, you want to have a peace that passes human understanding, you must learn to respect others. And you discover if you respect others, you will get to the top of wherever you want to go. You will get to some places, they will open doors for you in one accord without questioning you. If you respect others, there are things you will get with ease. And because you don't know where tomorrow will take you to, where you will pass, who you will pass, you need to be respectful. And that's why I tell children, there's a local music in my place. He said, we should learn to do good because we don't know who will reciprocate it. So learn to respect others. If you respect others, they will be forced to respect you, even if they don't want to respect you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sirs. We've had a wonderful time, and I want to believe that the young men that are watching have something to take home. And also to parents who have young men who are grooming young men, you have had one or two lessons on how you should groom your young men so that they can be someone that one can be proud of in their future. Now, we want to say thank you all for being part of today's episode on Women Talk, where it is sizzling, or interactive, and transforming. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, if you're watching the live, hashtag live, and like the video, share the video, and more so, we want us to do this again next week when we'll be having another interesting discussion on Women's Talk. So, see you next week and have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.